It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Detroit Pistons going up against the Toronto Raptors. For Toronto, with a win here today, they'll stake a claim to the second best record in the NBA. That tells you all you need to know about the year they're having. Closing out the season now, Kenny, a topic that's always under debate. How important is momentum heading into the playoffs?
Well, younger teams, it helps their confidence. You know, and veteran teams, sometimes they can just turn it on when it matters.
This is what I call basketball math. Some clubs choose health over momentum, but all other things being equal, momentum matters. It's like E equals MC squared.
That's what I was
almost exactly like that.
Yeah, and the Pythagorean theory.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
So A equals C.
No, A is greater than C.
C is greater than A.
That might be true.
I didn't think there was going to be math. Here's Kevin Harlan.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Pistons play before the home crowd. And we've got it right here on 2K Sports, live from downtown Detroit. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan with Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Looking at Toronto, they want to turn it around after the loss to Portland.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
It's almost like a field goal kicker missing after all the hard work is put in. It's just a frustrating way to go down.
You know, certain teams, Chris, look fantastic during the regular year, but once they get to the playoffs, they really struggle. They can't seem to find themselves. Why is that?
Well, one thing is that certain teams are just built to win regular season games. When you can hone in on a team for 7 games, can they make an adjustment? Can they play together? In the playoffs, you need star power that's working together. You need everyone on the same page. What you did during the season no longer works in the playoffs. How can the coaches, how can your teammates, how can you make everyone better and adjust at the same time? If you're lacking in any area, you're vulnerable.
They become exposed, don't they?
You become exposed because what you do every night may not be an advantage against the team that you're about to play in a 7-game stretch. Yeah, definitely. Teams are vulnerable. You have to hone in and, again, be the best version of you so you can adapt to any situation in that game.
Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Chauncey Billups out there with Petrovic. Then it's Russell. Then there's Worthy. And it's Davis in at power forward. Kobe kicks to Brand. Pistons passing it around. To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Petrovic, guarded by Kobe. Petrovic with the pass to Billups. Here's Petrovic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Petrovic has got 6 points.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Now here's Payton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Cleveland.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Billups kicks to Davis. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Now here's Payton. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Just 4 to shoot. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. The Raptors have gone 4 of 4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here. The drive by Worthy. Got a piece of it. Here's Russell. Banked in off the glass. Russell's got his first points of the game.
Taking this defense to task so far. No misses in their first 5 attempts.
Kobe kicks to Brand. Inside. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And there's the bucket from Petrovic. He's got 8.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Payton outside to the paint. Here's Cowens, and it's sent back by Russell.
Wow. Look at the extension Russell gets there. That comes from great positioning plus the quick jump with the wingspan.
And that one's good by Petrovic.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in a zone.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Last time they came together was in Toronto, where they fell to the Raptors.
And really, man, they played their hearts out. Missed a couple opportunities down the stretch, and that was the difference.
Absolutely right, Greg. That's all it takes. A play here, a play there, a detail that isn't accounted for, it stings.
Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. You take a look at the Raptors. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs. And checking out Detroit, 2 spots down.
And I think for Toronto, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
Yeah, Greg, already the focus has started to turn to the postseason and what they need to do to make a run at the championship.
Here's Vandeweghe. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 2 on the clock, over Worthy. Detroit, no good that time either.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off. Just couldn't knock it down.
C-Webb, the Pistons from 2003 to 2008 with 6 consecutive trips to the Eastern Conference Finals and 1 title. But in the decades since, only 2 playoff appearances and 0 playoff wins.
Well, yeah, think about it. The 2004 title team was led by Joe Dumars, who won championships back-to-back with the Pistons. You need that type of lineage. Think about Boston, Danny Ainge. Think about the Lakers with Magic Johnson. Well, the Pistons need that type of consistency. They need a leader. The Pistons, once again, hoping to find that magic in chemistry.
Yes, that goes in.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Here's the Raptors with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. To the inside. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Pass to Petrovic. Worthy kicks to Billups. Jacks up a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Billups has got 6.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Payton against Billups. Outside, Kobe. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists tonight.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that way.
And Davis gets it to go.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And stolen by Billups. Fast break, Toronto. Kicks to Worthy. To the wing on the left. From the arc. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. When you were playing on the road, obviously the fans would yell things and, try to get under your skin. C-Webb, do you remember any instance when it really bothered you and took effect?
Maybe when I would go home and play for the Pistons, I'd see some fan in a green and white, and maybe Steve Smith, my partner, paid him to be there. But, the Michigan State fans, the gold blue or that type of thing. Or in Ohio, it's very funny, in Ohio, if they want to boo, if they want to get the crowd pumped up, all they do is put a big Michigan M up there and the crowd will go crazy and boo. So Ohio, usually my people in Ohio State, the Cleveland, they always, had something to say. No, but it was more like, you suck, Ohio State is the best, Michigan State, you should have come here, that type of stuff. And you kind of look back, give a guy a wink, knock her down a jump shot, and put your fingers to your lips and just say, shh, you don't want to get me upset. Let sleeping dogs lie.
That's great. That's great. Here's Kobe following the basket by Chauncey Billups. Bryant's shot is off.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
Now here's Billups. He's got 8. Poked loose. Bryant looking over the floor. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And Bryant just plays without fear. In fact, he's constantly looking to score through the contact.
The Pistons shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Russell. Bradley Beal comes in for James Worthy. And it's Cassell in for Chauncey Billups.
One shot, find the lanes.
The free throw drops for Bryant. See, Webb, I think of when you entered the league and how much the league has changed since your entry. In your mind, going back to your rookie year, I'm sure you can count many ways that the NBA has improved the game.
Yeah, and the NBA to me has always been a step ahead. It's been a leader as far as where sports in general should go. I mean, we're truly a global game now. Just imagine where the game is going to be in 20 years. The growth of overall player salaries, the value of franchises. And to me, again, the biggest improvement has just been the evolution of players. It's been thanking a guy like Larry Bird, who was 6'9", shooting threes, and today we have Kevin Durant, 7-foot shooting threes. It's players getting better. The dribbling of Isaiah Thomas back in the Piston days to the dribbling of Curry, Kyrie, John Wall. Today, it's the evolution of the players to me that's been so exciting, along with the group growth of the league overall.
To the wing right side, Dandridge, and the shot is long.
You got to give the D credit there. It affected him. He didn't have much room to get the shot off.
Iguodala, the pass to Theus. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
The Pistons have shot just one free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
One shot. One shot.
Raptors leading by 15. Here's Cassell taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Fades. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Oh, he's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them the fits out there.
Smith's good.
Nice understanding of where to go with the pass there.
Here's Beal. His last outing, he had 8 points. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He's looking to even the season series with a win tonight. He told me he knows his team can play better than they did the last time, and he thinks with the strong defense and shot blocking, they can make things difficult at that end of the floor. We'll see if they can impose their will tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks for the report, David. So their focus, guys, is going to be on defense right away.
And that's always a good philosophy. Don't let an opponent get settled. Try to take them out of their game early.
Well, you know what, guys? One of the things that stand out to me is how well their team communicates on defense. I mean, they function as a unit. That's why defense is a weapon for them. He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Cassell kicks to Davis. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
To the middle. Here's Smits. Great defense that time from Noah.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Andre Iguodala. The Raptors have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one earlier.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And so Bryant will bring it up for Detroit. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And I think they can hold their heads high from that performance, you know, despite the final score being what it was.
It's one of those games where home court played a big role. It might have been a different result if they were in their own building.
Dandridge's shot is good. And the Raptors lead by 20.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Now here's Iguodala. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's Davis missing.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
And that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
Here's Dandridge. After the basket by Detroit to the left side wing. And Beal kicks it to Noah. From past the arc. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist by Noah. Beal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Passes it to Theus. Inside, Smits. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Smits has got his second bucket of the game to go. Toronto leading by 19 points. They get a hand on it, and they're pushing it up. Here's Marley. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, and the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the 10.
Iguodala with the steal. Now Detroit moving it up. And finish off by Bryant.
Yeah, love seeing Bryant just get up and go for it. His leaping ability never ceases to impress.
Cassell kicks to Davis. Over Iguodala. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
Yeah, clock running out. They stay poised and get the shot off just in time.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's the Raptors leading by 17. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
Well, and not only in terms of building the lead, but now the defense has to extend itself. That leads to other opportunities.
Toronto leading by 17. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for Toronto right now, Noah is out there with Davis. Then it's Cassell. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Dandridge in at the small forward. Marley kicks to Iguodala. Bryant has the open look. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feed.
Yeah, and you got to know Bryant looking to shoot as soon as he gets the ball. The D can't give him any daylight.
Knocked away. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. With shooting at such a premium in today's game, let's talk aesthetics. Chris, for your money, the prettiest jump shot you think going in the league right now?
It's 4 that come to mind and one guy that doesn't play in the league anymore.
Gentlemen,
let's go with Klay Thompson. You know he can knock it down. Probably the best catch-shoot guy in the league. Now you got to go to Bradley Beal.
Beautiful stroke.
And Ray Allen. Oh, they had 2 of the prettiest strokes you've ever seen. Steph Curry, the flea flicker, how quick it is pure, but I got to add one person. Steph Curry's dad. He had a pretty jump shot, too.
Dale Curry.
Oh, yeah. And I played against Dale, and it was so quick and so similar to Steph's shot that anytime I see Steph, I think of his dad. I used to tell Steph a couple years ago, I think your dad can still shoot better than you, but I think he's proven me wrong the last couple of years.
He doesn't get the second one.
And how about that quiet confidence with which Noah plays? A long, skilled defender who also chips in occasionally on the offensive end.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Theus. He's covered by Cassell. Pass to Smits. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And the pass to Cassell. Three-pointer. And it's Smith with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Cassell to the inside. Davis. That falls. Great assist by Sam Cassell. And that's 15 points for Anthony Davis.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Raptors leading by 18. Pass to Cassell. Over Theus. And it's off the back rim. No good. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Down low, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Passes it to Cassell. Drains the three-pointer. Cassell's got his second bucket of the night.
When you're open, Bill will find you outstanding at working the ball over to the open man.
For Detroit, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. To the paint, here's Vandeweghe, and it's in there.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Cassell kicks to Davis. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's a look at what's coming up for Toronto. On Tuesday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Houston Rockets. And then on Friday, they'll start out on the road to play the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
And the first one at the line is good, so both teams changing it up here. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button, and figure out how to slow his roll.
And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Pistons.
And their guards really have done what they could to keep it close. What little offense they've been able to generate has come from the backcourt. They just need a little more balance.
Now here's Marley. 17 points for him last game against Cleveland. Pistons passing it around. Here's Cowens. He's guarded by Davis. 6 to shoot. Here's Payton. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Outside Worthy. Outside Billups. Loads it up for Davis. Here's Worthy. Russell trying to free himself up. Worthy's shot is good. And the Raptors lead by 21.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Here's Payton. Pass to Marley. With a floater, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Now here's Worthy. A 21-point lead, the biggest in the game. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Petrovic's shot is off.
Well, their goal on D is to not give him any clean looks from long range.
To the left wing. Payton outside. And the pass to Cowens. Payton against Billups. Shot from 16. Payton with another miss.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Outside Billups. Here's Davis. And no good. Now the Pistons take it the other way.
Not a very consistent quarter for him in terms of his shooting.
Pass to Vandeweghe. Back to Marley. Over Petrovic. Toronto grabs the miss. Passes it to Worthy.
one of the most feared, versatile scorers at that forward position. Big game James always seems to make the most out of any situation.
For Toronto, they have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one. The Pistons making a change here. Rand's checked in. And both free throws good for Worthy. This Pistons squad struggling. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Petrovic, and yes, a nice assist from Billups. Petrovic has got 15 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Cowens. He's guarded by Davis. Pass to Vandeweghe. Detroit needs to get off a shot here. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. Petrovic with the pass to Davis.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
And stolen by Russell. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Petrovic. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Petrovic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Payton surveying the floor. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. The 2K leaderboard shows us who the top assist men have been since the All-Star break. Kobe's checked in for Detroit. Detroit's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Trying to end the drought. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. Right side Billups over Payton. And Chauncey Billups the bucket on the assist by Davis. And that's 10 points for Chauncey Billups.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Billups against Payton. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. Billups with the ball. He's got 10. Davis. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And checking out some numbers for Davis. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. Averaging 21 points per game, 6 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Yeah, impossible to check right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. And the Pistons with possession here. Now Payton. Shot to stop the run. Now the pass to Marley. Shot clock at 5. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Kobe Bryant. First in scoring, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. The first free throw is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And that one's good by Davis.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Well, that's why you see them flexing a little bit. They're feeling good about how they've dominated. Well, he's doing his best to get them back into this game. He's been money from the field.
Now here's Billups. He's got 10. Down low. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. On the wing, Kobe. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Russell. Here's Petrovic, guarded by Kobe. Took him no time at all on that one. Petrovic has got 6 points in the quarter.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Down low, here's Cowens. Nice D from Russell.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Oh, wonderful anticipation. He reads the play perfectly, then with the quick reaction time.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Payton, following the basket by Chauncey Billups. And Brand wide open, he shoots. That's good, and it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got 4 assists in the game. Toronto's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Billups kicks to Davis. Knocked loose. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Payton with the ball. The quick look, no good that time.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And finished off by Worthy.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now here's Payton. Pistons passing it around. Brand, good.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And here is Billups. 12 points for him. To the paint. Here's Payton. And here's Marley outside. And another 3 for Detroit.
And Thunder Dan Marley, a lights-out perimeter scorer, a talented shooter from deep.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
And the chance to draw up a great play. I mean, this is a chess match at work.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Joakim Noah's checked in for Russell. Dandridge comes in for Anthony Davis. Bradley Beal's checked in for Petrovic. And it's Cassell in for Chauncey Billups. Here's Dandridge. He's coming off a 16-point game against Portland. The shot's good. Cassell making the play. Dandridge has got his second bucket of the night.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
We know the saying, numbers don't lie. You can see it up there on the scoreboard.
Now here's Kobe. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. the 8-footer, and Detroit again with the bucket. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Worthy dishes to Beal. Shot, high post, and there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Oh, the mid-range game of Beal is so solid. The D has to be right up on him when he's on this area of the floor.
Thea's the pass to Cowens. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Outside, Bryant. 6 on the shot clock. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
Pass to Cassell. Fires for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Cassell's got 6 here in this quarter.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Yeah, of the two teams, they're taking the more makeable shots. Let's see if they can sustain it throughout the game.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors, up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 23 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, they were dishing out dimes left and right, and the guys were finishing strong. As a team, they seem to be always thinking, always looking for the best shot. If they keep sharing the ball this way, the second half could be more lopsided than the first.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Detroit?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
And welcome back to the Motor City with a look at the giant fist of Detroit legend Joe Louis. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
Toronto's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. They've got Gary Payton. He's out there with Kobe, and it's Cowens in at the center, locking down the middle. They're the group for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Lob pass to Bryant, throws down the alley-oop slam.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on defense.
Billups with the ball. Now Payton defending. Here's Worthy. And yes, a nice assist from Billups. Billups has got 6 assists here tonight.
Yeah, Craig, I mean, we see why the score is what it is. They're not playing with enough intensity on D.
Here's Vandeweghe. He kicks it to Kobe. To the middle. Here's Cowens, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
Right side Davis. Count that one. Davis has got 25 points.
Oh, that's just a terrific night for him from the floor, making almost everything he looks at.
To the paint, here's Cowens. Powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Billups. He's got 12. And Davis, here we go. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Toronto, they have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. He misses the free throw. And the second free throw, good. 90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Payton, and Davis sends it back. Brand, good. Toronto's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Here's Davis, buried from 15 feet out. Davis has got 28 points for the game.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
The open shot, Kobe, and Detroit again with the bucket.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let them have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Worthy. Good work there as it goes. Worthy's got 10.
They've been very sharp to start the half. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
Pass to Vandeweghe. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
You have to love the approach Payton takes to the game. An exceptional passer who does a great job with distributing the basketball.
The Raptors have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much.
Look, it hasn't happened yet, but he's got time to find his rhythm. And if he does, they can turn this thing around quick.
And Davis puts it in.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this win.
And Bryant kicks to Brand. Inside. And it's Brand with the jam.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Billups with the ball. 14 points for him. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Billups has got 4 points this quarter.
It's no wonder why they're in front when you're taking into consideration that he's been perfect from the field so far.
Payton against Billups. Toronto grabs the miss. Russell's got his 6th rebound on the night.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Worthy's shot is good.
And what a fantastic start here to the second half. They have yet to miss.
Now here's Bryant. He's got 26. Back to Brand. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Billups against Payton. Kicks it to Worthy. Over Brand. Nails the baby hook. Worthy's got 14 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions. Now off the inbound, and he lays it up and in. Vanderweer's got his second bucket.
The inbound play works to perfection. You got to love to get those quick hitters.
Payton against Billups. Inside. With the fadeaway. Worthy can't hit.
The defense recognizing the situation and getting right in his face once he got close to the bucket.
Here's Bryant. The second chance effort, and Detroit again with the bucket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to Davis. Over Brand. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Marley's checked in for Kobe. Raptors also changing it up. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Davis. Beal comes in for Worthy. And it's Cassell in for Chauncey Billups. Beal with the steal. The pass to Noah. Over to the left wing. Dandridge passes to Russell. Shot clock at 6. Over to the left wing. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. There's Beal with the 3. Rebounded by Brand. Brand's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Marley against Dandridge. Now here's Marley. Defense right on him. Brand passes to Smits. Over Russell, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Toronto's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Cassell kicks it to Noah. Here's Dandridge. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to Iguodala. Passes it to Smits. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Smits has got 6.
The patience of Iguodala, letting the pick and roll develop.
Beal finds Noah. Here's Dandridge, covered by Brand. Here's Cassell. The three-pointer off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
To the inside, Brand passes to Theus, and it's good. 2 points. 5 points in the game.
I mean, it's time for him to take over. He's played it cool long enough, and I think he realizes that.
Back to Noah. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. On the wing, Marley. Pass to Theus. Iguodala outside. Lets a floater go. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Noah's got 4 rebounds in this game. The drive by Beal. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Gotta respect the speed of Beal. Outstanding when he penetrates inside.
Beal against Marley. The pass to Theus. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Theus has got 4 points in the quarter.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
Cassell, the pass, Dandridge. The floater, and he lays it up and in. Dandridge has got his third bucket of the night.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Kicks it to Iguodala. It's rebounded by Noah.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Dandridge. Rebounded by the Pistons. Brand's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Iguodala against Dandridge. Brand outside. Poked away. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Dandridge against Iguodala. He kicks it to Marley. Floats it up for Iguodala. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And still showing prime-time explosiveness at the rim. Nice catch and drop by Iguodala.
Pass Dandridge. Here's Cassell. With the shot. Nails the wide open jump shot. Cassell's got 10 points in the game.
And the efficiency is there, but the aggressiveness is really lacking. So far, it hasn't hurt them, though.
Iguodala deciding where to go with it. Here's Theus. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 5 assists in the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Here's Cassell. 10 points for him. Knocked away. Dandridge against Iguodala. Dandridge passes to Cassell. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dandridge. From deep. Rebounded by Brand. Brand's got 6 rebounds in the game. Plenty of space. And that one's good by Marley. 10 points for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Marley against Dandridge. 12 seconds left to play here in the third. Passes it to Cassell. There's the triple. The shot that time, not on target. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Raptors running away with this one. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Detroit's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. On the court for Toronto to start the fourth. We've got Hot Rod Williams, Crawford out there with Cassell. Then it's Jeff Withey, and it's Beal in at the small forward spot. Nelson dishes to Laverne. Knocks it loose. Here's Cassell. Chris, coach turnover happens a lot in the NBA. And there are some people that feel that, teams are too quick to make a change. What do you think?
Every situation is different. Sometimes obvious change is needed, but sometimes it feels more like desperation. Think about it. The best franchises typically have stability, and fans aren't stupid. They know when their team is just trying to throw a worm out there to catch and to see who they can get, or if they're using the past coach as a scapegoat, trying to redirect the emotions of the fans to direct them to cheer for their team further on. But a lot of times, I tell you this, though, coaches getting fired are because the players don't execute and follow through. A lot of times it's not the coach's fault, but usually they have to take the fall, and that's what being the leader is all about. And unfortunately for the coaches, there is quick turnover, but hopefully they can land back on their feet at a new place with another job, with a team that'll listen and let them set the culture.
Good insight. And Toronto making a change here. Rubio's checked in. And here are the Raptors now. Releases. Rebounded by the Pistons. Iguodala outside. Back to Nelson. Six on the shot clock. Iguodala outside. Over Crawford. And the shot no good, a bit short.
No, defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Beal. To the middle. Here's Williams. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to it. Didn't look ready to receive it. At least they've got some room for error, but still a poor possession there.
The feed to Laverne. And there's the pass to Theus. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Iguodala against Beal. Iguodala right side. From deep three-point range, the shot will not fall.
Just testing out the cannon on that misfire.
Yeah, way beyond the arc on that play. It's the kind of shot he can make, but not necessarily the one you want.
Rubio left side. Crawford outside. From the top of the key, he buries it. Detroit's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Theus. Back to Iguodala. Stolen by Rubio. Pass break. Here come the Raptors. And Crawford with the basket on the assist by Rubio. Crawford's got 4 points in the quarter.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Yeah, but you have to control the pace. You have to keep it up, keep the tempo. That's how they built this lead.
And it's Theus missing. And so Crawford will bring it up for Toronto. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Now, here's Rubio. Over Nelson. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Well, you hear that? No, you don't hear anything. They silenced the crowd with this big lead. No sign that they're letting up.
Here's Haslam after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That's his first foul. Compared to when you were playing, C-Web, how have the baseline skill requirements for the fours and the fives, the power forwards and the centers, changed, do you think, the most?
The ability to stretch the floor. It's a lot more emphasis on mobility, especially at the defensive end. And I don't think you can have a player who is a specialist anymore in the game. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Can we get a replay?
How did he hit that shot?
Just never know what's going to happen.
I need to see that again.
Shot's good by Williams.
Well-coordinated shot mechanics, especially for a guy with his length.
Oh, come on. He's fluid from that medium range. He gets everything working together.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. And the Pistons making a change here. Ryan's checked in.
go! Get open, get open!
Iguodala kicks to Laverne. Left side, Bryant. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got his 6th assist on the night.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Crawford finds Beal. To the inside, Withy, and again it's Toronto converting.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Detroit's gotten off 12 shots from beyond the arc tonight, hitting 7 of them. On the wing, Kobe. C-Web, a big rule change. Defenders have to give jump shooters space to land. Your thoughts on that?
Great. Thank you. Think about if a guy is hot and you can't stop him, you should not be able to embellish with the rules by sliding your foot up under a guy. If we all remember, I believe that San Antonio was up a couple of years ago on Golden State at home in Game 1, and Pachulia inadvertently put his foot up under Kawhi Leonard, and Kawhi was injured. You have to give shooters space to come down. You can't be thinking about that on the way down. We don't want players injured or hurt in this game because of a lack of paying attention to detail, and I think this rule really helps it. Defenders have done it for years. It could be viewed as dirty, but I'm glad the NBA did something about it. I'm very happy about it. And check this out. We're going to see a lot of guys knocking down even more threes now.
Two.
The throw good, Beal.
Now, the potential this kid, Bill, has is incredible. He's already a dynamic scorer, and he continues to get better every offseason.
Some changes for Toronto. Noah comes in for Jeff Withy, and it's Anthony Davis in for Williams. And both free throws good for Beal. Pro basketball is one of the few sports where awards are league-wide, C-Web, and not divided by conference. I wonder if the NBA should consider giving out separate awards, for the East and the West.
Kev, I don't know about Eastern and Western Conference, but I do believe that there should be an offensive MVP. I do believe there should be a difference between MVP and maybe the best player in the league, because how do we define some of these things? So I do think we can tinker with some of the awards, but East and West, I'm not really sure with. I think it should always be about the best out of the total number of teams and conferences.
Good perspective. First one falls for him. Gary Payton. He's checked in for Detroit. And both free throws good for Beal.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
Here's Payton. 2 points. That one goes. And here are the Raptors now. And Rubio kicks to Beal. The NBA has cracked down on flopping. It's still part of the game, but C-Web, would you agree that progress has been made in that area?
Yeah, I think so, and I'd like to blame a lot of my European players for bringing that over
Right.
along with soccer. Soccer with the flopping and that, and we've kind of taken away. And I know a little bit about flopping. We had some floppers on my Sacramento team, and so flopping is frustrating. You don't want to see that. You want to see guys earn it. This isn't soccer or football, and so I think the league has done a very good job, whether it was trying to find guys early or just embarrass you and say, hey, you're acting a fool. Get up right now. No one touched you. Why did you flop or act like you were hit and move 10 feet back on the side? Right. I hate flopping. But then again, you must embellish. You must be a good actor. You've got to put the referees in a tough position to make a good call. How do you find that balance? But I think the NBA has done a good job of making sure that it isn't encouraged and isn't rewarded.
And one difference this half is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
Payton passes to Iguodala. Noah with the block. And Beal kicks to Davis. Wants to get it off to Noah and does.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Oh, I know this feeling. They're in that special zone where you feel untouchable. They haven't missed in a while.
Smith's good.
That's a tough size matchup there, and he takes advantage of it from mid-range.
Rubio taking his time here. Three-pointer on the way. That one misses. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for Detroit. From deep, Iguodala. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got assist number 11 for him here tonight.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Crawford kicks to Davis. Over Haslam. And it's Smith with the rebound. Smith says, one near Iguodala as he lets it go. His three-pointers off the mark. The Raptors have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Iguodala against Beal. There's Crawford with the three. Payton gets the rebound.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It can be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
Each team has one inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Web, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so, because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything, because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practice. And so that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world and can contribute at any time.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
That's good from Cassell. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Kobe. The Raptors also with a sub. Rubio's checked in. And so Cassell nails both of them.
And making the most of their opportunities at the line here in the second half.
Detroit's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Payton. A three-pointer is right on target. Payton's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
And you have to like this. Why? Because it's helping them space the floor, which can create other opportunities.
Cassell against Payton. Cassell, the pass to Davis. Here's Cassell. Raptors moving the ball around. And Rubio kicks to Crawford. 5 on the clock. Another shot. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. See, Webb, there was a time when athletes spoke up about societal issues and they were simply told to, just stick to sports. That is no longer the case.
Basketball was built on players speaking their mind. The one thing about the game of basketball, whether you're from Serbia like my friend Vladi or you're from Detroit like me, it's an urban game. And you cannot leave the problems of urban society just because you were blessed with the talent to play basketball. And so many of us speak up on societal issues just because we made it doesn't mean that our friends and family are out of those situations. We're not in a bubble in which we don't see how those issues affect us, our family, or our friends. And so just because we are blessed with basketball abilities, sporting abilities, does not mean that we're exempt from the problems in society. And if we have a platform and can speak out, why not? And I'm very proud of what guys in the league has done, whether it's LeBron James and his scholarship program, or whether it's Chris Paul and others, or Steve Kerr speaking up for societal issues. For me, it's refreshing, but it also is in the lineage of the greats that started this game in basketball, speaking up for the voiceless.
Well said. Well said. Pass to Cassell. Over Payton. Connects on the open J. Cassell's got 6 here in this quarter. 1:31 left in the fourth quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Raptors.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will now push it to a total of 44 games in the win column on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Davis.
Wow, he owned this game. He never stopped working. He did it all for them, and you can't help but admire that kind of effort.
For Toronto, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's taken away by Payton. Jumps up. And the dunk by Payton.
And guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Oh, yeah, this is a nice run here, but too little too late. And deep down, I think they know it.
Now Rubio. Cassell kicks to Crawford. That falls. Great assist by Sam Cassell.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
Inside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Oh, that's the goal every trip. Get the good look from close range.
One shot.
And Payton, a super vocal guy, constantly talking up a storm, always trying to get into the heads of the opposition.
Up top, Rubio. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.